Howdy, all my quarantine 7th graders out there. Hope you guys are doing well. I know my house is looking extra clean and my dogs are loving me being home all the time. So I hope you guys are seeing some positives to being home instead of at school, and I hope you guys are learning new things. But we're still doing a little bit of school, right? I gave an assignment on Monday to do a poster about cellular respiration and photosynthesis. So I am just going to go through what a good poster should look like. Okay, I'm going to follow the rubric that you guys got on Monday, and I just made a good poster on this whiteboard here. I'm just going to go through it. So if you guys don't have it done already, or if you're confused, now would be a good time to grab a piece of paper, follow along with me, and copy this down. Even if you copy it down from this video, I'm okay with that, as long as you do it and turn it in. So let's just go through some of the parts of this poster. Ooh, look at that. Look at my beautiful artwork there, okay? So, I'm just going to go through bullet point by bullet point in the rubric and show you what I need on this poster. First part, it says, hey, label photosynthesis, draw a chloroplast, and put the equation for photosynthesis. So let's just go through this top part here. That should be at the top. I've got my photosynthesis label here. Got my equation here, and I've got my picture of a chloroplast. Basically, it's just an oval with a lot of circles in it, right? Let's go through the equation. A lot of people were confused about the equation. We talked about this before we left, and it's in your notes, but we could also just go through this in this video, so you can have it right now. Photosynthesis needs 6 molecules of CO2. That is carbon dioxide. That is the air you breathe out. Also needs 6 molecules of H2O, which is water. Okay, plants need water to do this. It also needs sunlight. I drew a little picture of a sun here with an arrow down to the chloroplast because that's what the rubric says and tells me to do. Plants need the sun. So these 3 things are what photosynthesis needs. What it makes: 6 molecules of oxygen, boom, and this weird thing called C6H12O6. That is glucose. Plants make glucose, which is sugar. So this is what plants need, what plants make. We're going to come back to that, okay? Plants need, plants make. Let's look at the next bullet point on the rubric. It says, draw mitochondria at the bottom, label it with cellular respiration, and label the equation. So I drew a mitochondria. It's just an oval with some squiggles in it. Cellular respiration down here at the bottom. Here's my equation. Remember, these two are exact opposites. The photosynthesis and cellular respiration are just flipped. So all I did was flip it. Look, 6 oxygen with 1 molecule of glucose is what the mitochondria needs to do cellular respiration. So 6O2 plus C6H12O6 goes to 6 CO2, which is carbon dioxide, and 6 H2O, which is water. Okay? So remember, these two equations are flipped, and that is where the arrows come in. Because your rubric says draw an arrow from the chloroplast to the mitochondria, showing what photosynthesis makes is what cellular respiration needs. So look, photosynthesis makes 6 oxygen and a sugar molecule, right? We talked about this. Guess what? That's what we need. That's what mitochondria need to go through cellular respiration. So there's an arrow from there down to the mitochondria saying that is what the mitochondria needs. Now, what the mitochondria makes is 6 CO2, carbon dioxide, and 6 H2Os, which is water. Okay? This is what we call the products of cellular respiration. Anything it makes. Anything it needs, like up here, these are reactants. Remember, we talked about that before. Is a reactant, after is a product. So, there's an arrow from the mitochondria up to the chloroplast because that is what plants need to go through photosynthesis. It's kind of beautiful, right? We've got this huge circle, and this is how everything in the universe that's living gets its energy, because of this beautiful circle right here. A couple last things. Make sure you draw an arrow from the mitochondria to a box that's labeled ATP. The mitochondria makes ATP. Basically just the energy our body runs on is ATP. Not a big deal, but make sure you get it in there. Guys, this poster would get 100%. I know it's not pretty, It's not the greatest, but this poster would get 100% on the rubric because it has everything you need. So if you don't have that turned in already, I just gave you a layout of what 100% looks like. So please go back. You can even copy this as long as you're doing it. That is our goal right now. Okay? Our goal right now is make sure you get something in so I can tell that you're learning. But that is it. I hope you guys have a good weekend. And that is the way the cookie crumbles. Have a good day, you all.